Hey guys, it's Justine, and today we're going to be talking about 5G. Now, I have a very special guest today. This is Francesca Sweet, who was on stage during the iPhone announcement to talk to us about 5G. And I feel like there's a lot of confusion around 5G, especially if you've never experienced it before or have never had a device that is 5G enabled. All of the iPhones that were announced are 5G enabled, and I'm actually shooting this video on the new iPhone 12 Pro. So this is really, really exciting. Francesca is also filming her part of this video on the iPhone 12, so this is extra exciting, but let's get into it and talk about some 5G. Hi, Francesca. Thank you so much for taking time to chat with me about 5G.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
This must be so exciting for you to sort of see this all kind of just come together.
Absolutely. We've been working so hard on this for quite some time, and so we are thrilled that it's finally, time that we can share the news and talk about it. So far, we've been really happy with the feedback, and we can't wait to see what comes.
So for the first time, I was out just taking photos, and normally I feel like I have to go actively search and find 5G, but this was the first time that 5G speeds found me. I was out taking photos and I looked down and I started freaking out. I was like, 5G UW, oh my goodness, this is so exciting. And I did some speed tests. So I just looked down and I was like, oh, it's on 5G UW. I've actually never seen that before. The 5G coverage still isn't everywhere right now. So the fact that I just looked down to be able to capture this is so exciting. 573 download, 41.7 upload. I'm gonna come down here and tether to upload all of my videos from now on. For me, like kind of having that first experience, I'm so excited for people to really kind of get to see what this is all like. So could you just explain to us the various types of 5G and what this means to people who are just kind of jumping on this for the first time ever?
Yeah, I think the great thing about iPhone is that every device has the 5G capability. So no matter whether you're on the iPhone 12 mini, the iPhone 12, the 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max, we have the incredible 5G capabilities across the board. In the US, we have the millimeter wave on top of sub-6. And so for those that don't know, that's the higher frequency version of 5G that will allow you to do the things like you said, where you see Verizon's ultra wideband network, so you'll see that 5G UW, and so that's going to allow you to get even faster speeds, even faster downloads. But really across the board, we have an incredible 5G experience, no matter what carrier you're on, because of the sub-6 capabilities that we have as well. And so it really is unlocking capabilities for folks to do all kinds of things, from downloading and streaming. That's going to be, I think, incredible for any carrier.
So what kind of speeds can people expect? Because I was actually shocked. I got over 500 download. That's faster than my at-home internet. I have the best internet that I possibly can, and I cannot even get speeds like that at home.
Yeah, I think we're seeing some really incredible capabilities. So on the millimeter wave, on the high frequency version of 5G, we're seeing speeds that are up to 25 times faster than on LTE. So certainly able to do some really incredible things. And then similarly, even on sub-6, we're seeing speeds that are up to 2 times faster than LTE. So everything that you do and touch is going to be incredible.
Even 2 times faster is amazing, and still faster than my home internet.
Exactly. Yeah. We've seen that, for a lot of people, you don't need to connect to Wi-Fi as often.
This is going to be such a huge game changer, I think, for so many people, but for me as, a video editor, being able to upload these files and be able to just basically, essentially in the future, edit in the cloud.
Yeah, we have a really powerful video capability this year. So now with the ability to capture these 4K HDR videos with Dolby Vision. So, you're out in the field all the time, being able to upload those. Certainly we're going to see, I think unlocking all these great opportunities for creatives to be able to, upload all of their content in real time.
So what is Apple doing differently with their 5G than other smartphone makers?
Yeah, we've really looked at it from the ground up. And so when we were set out to design iPhone with 5G, we looked at the hardware, the software, and we worked closely with our carrier partners and infrastructure providers. So starting on the hardware side, we developed a lot of our custom components. So everything from, the antennas to some of the RF components, radio components, and that allowed us to fit even more into our compact design. So we were able to get the most 5G bands of any smartphone. So that means that your iPhone's going to work in even more places around the world. And then on the software side, we really looked at our entire software stack, everything from, the firmware to the system layer to iOS, being able to do FaceTime HD over cellular, being able to stream high quality, high bit rate from the Apple TV app, faster personal hotspot. We've also introduced smart data mode, which allows us to intelligently manage how you're using the cellular network, so we can automatically switch from 5G to LTE when you don't need it. But then the instant that you do, we switch back, so you're always going to get that really great experience. And so overall, just being able to design it in combination, the hardware and software, hand in hand, allowed us to have a really incredible experience across the board.
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of doing a lot more intensive things than most people would be doing when they're getting their phones. But you mentioned just increasing the quality of FaceTime calls. That's actually something, that's like the last thing. I didn't even think about that, because I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to be able to upload videos faster, post content. But just for people who are just making FaceTime calls and talking to your family, you're going to get a much higher quality call and video signal as well.
And even today, it's more important than ever for us to be connecting with our family and friends and loved ones. And so to be able to get this really high resolution, high quality, high definition video allows us to just feel even more connected than ever.
People that have never had a 5G phone, because this still is sort of new, and getting this phone today, like, what does that mean for people?
Yeah, I think, everything that you touch and do is going to get even better. So, being able to download movies and music, a lot of people are listening to music on the go. So being able to get all of that content right at your fingertips right away. Of course, with these advanced networks, we have less congestion, lower latency, and so that's going to allow for really great gaming when you're on the go. So you might have seen during our keynote, we were really excited to bring League of Legends, Wild Rift to iPhone, and so being able to be competitive even when you're not on a PC, right? When you're able to do this on a mobile device with the processing power of our chip, you're going to have this really incredible gaming experience from your iPhone.
It's actually also a really good point, because obviously these phones and devices are so fast that it's like these carriers, they need to pick it up. They need to step up their game. And now with 5G, I think that's really going to be possible, especially with gaming, because every second, milliseconds, like that counts.
Right. So imagine even when you're out and about, you don't have to be, at home tethered to your computer. You can still be really competitive in gameplay, which is really fun.
And you even mentioned tethering as well, because, like I was saying before, I was like, my at-home speeds aren't even that fast. So like, I'm going to be finding these 5G spots out and about and tethering and being able to upload my content on the go, like, when we're able to travel again and things like that, because it's so fast. Like, I just can't wait for people to actually experience this.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about personal hotspot. So we're able to achieve speeds that are 4 times faster than before. So like you said, it's going to be even faster than if you tethered it to the phone. So that's going to allow us to, really push the limits even on our other peripheral devices as well.
So you guys partnered with Verizon. Do you want to recap kind of what their announcement means for you guys going forward?
I think, certainly Verizon was, a great partner for us, but we really partnered with all of the carriers. We worked very closely with Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, a lot of the regional carriers, because for us, we want to make sure that our experience is great for everybody, right? And so those optimizations were really important for us, because we want everybody who experiences 5G on iPhone to have those fast speeds.
It's really exciting. I've always said this, when Apple does something, that means it's here, and you guys are kind of bringing it to the masses.
I think, we're certainly excited to see what kind of opportunities this unlocks. We worked really closely with some developers to be able to introduce some really interesting enterprise solutions, to be able to do some really fun AR things. You're going to be able to, do some live interactions with augmented reality that I think is going to open a lot of opportunities. And so this is really just the beginning. And we are looking forward to all of the opportunities that this unlocks moving forward.
Yeah, you even mentioned enterprise. So how does this kind of affect the rest of the industry?
Enterprise is going to be able to take advantage of this by potentially putting together some private 5G networks that allows them to do, real-time analysis as part of their work streams. And this also gives them a private way to be able to have a secure way to communicate. I think this is really going to enable them to not have to rely on a lot of the heavy infrastructure that exists today.
So I think one of the things that's really cool is you guys did announce that 5G is on every single phone. So whether you're getting the Mini or the 12 or the 12 Pro or the 12 Pro Max, it all has 5G.
Yeah, exactly. So we brought the exact same 5G experience across the entire line. So no matter which phone you pick, no matter which color you love, you're going to get these really super fast 5G speeds, and you're going to be able to unlock all of these incredible capabilities.
That's amazing. Well, happy iPhone season and happy 5G season.
Yes, thank you so much. You too.
This is awesome. I'll see you on Wild Rift soon.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for chatting with us. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun chatting with Francesca about 5G, and I'm so excited about the future of 5G, and I know that you guys will be too as soon as you experience this in person. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be alerted when I post a new video. I also have a podcast that I do with my sister over on youtube.com/samebrain. You can also subscribe on Apple Podcasts or anywhere else that you listen to podcasts. There are so many fun iPhone videos coming up, so stay tuned. And until then, I will see you later.